treats. I like over treat her. I don't need it. If she tries to sleep with me, she won't sleep. Oh yeah. But she's pretty much my dog. Yeah. It's just like I walk her, I feed her, I put her in water, I play with her. He just doesn't really understand. Like you can't just walk the dog and just let her play video games and she's gonna like you. I'm like I had to explain. I was like, Henry, you gotta like play with her. It's hard to like you. You lock me in a room with you and you're just playing with your video games. I'm not gonna run anything with you. But yeah. So he's figuring it out. He's a young boy. So they're like all my big sets. So we have these two that were playing. And then this one that was like sitting on me. And I'm like, there's Yeah. Good morning, Unity of Walnut Creek. Thank you, David Brooks on the piano. Love it. Love it. I'm Lisa. Lisa and Tyler are your music directors, as you may know. And we're here to remind you we have our songs are on video. And we're very happy to have Sharon, Henderson, and Reflection providing videos on song. Songs on video. There we go. And those of you at home get to be singing along. Please sing out loud and strong because we're not singing in here. So you are sending your energy to us and to the world. But we are humming and snapping and clapping and doing what we need to do to participate. So thank you, and let's start the music.
Blessings, beloved community. How good it is to be in service with you today. We are Reflection Trio, and we bring to you Harion, Dear Lord, Satanam, Holy Name. When I call on the light within, I go. So sing along. Here we go.
Good morning and welcome to Unity of Walnut Creek. My name is Brenley.
My name is Casey. Welcome to our service. Please join us in turning to the camera and waving to the folks at home. Your presence adds to our spiritual community. Thank you for joining us.
We are very happy to have Sharon D. Henderson and the Reflections as our guest artist today. And we have David Brooks live on piano. This morning, Reverend Kristen begins Unity Root Series. Today's message, Healed by Love. Before we begin, I invite you to turn your phones to silence as we enjoy this sacred space together.
But first, let's take a moment to be grateful for the land our center rests upon. This is Ohlone, Baymiwok, and Yukot's land.
We honor its ancestry and are grateful for those who have come before us. We commit to taking care of these sacred native grounds and all of Mother Earth.
Unity is a positive path for spiritual living. Our vision for the world is we envision a spiritually awakened world where all life thrives in conscious oneness.
And our mission is who we've come here to be. Let's say this together. We are a loving, inclusive community, expanding and living our divinity in sacred service for all. And our core values are love, connection, service, and wisdom.
If you're with us for the first time, welcome. Feel free to raise your hand so we may acknowledge you. Please visit our bookstore across the patio.
We do.
We do. Hey, we do. We got some new people. We love it. Welcome. We are so glad to have you with us today. Please visit our bookstore across the patio after service to receive a welcome packet and a gift. If you need help receiving this gift, please let an usher know, and we hope you'll choose to stay and meet some of us on the patio after service.
Connection cards are available in the newcomer welcome packets and in the seat pockets in front of you. These are for everyone. With these cards, you may submit a prayer request, and our prayer chaplains will be praying with you throughout the week.
You may also share feedback or request information. Please place your card in the basket with the offering. For those of you viewing online, connection cards are available on the Watch Life page from our website.
Please consider comfort levels when greeting one another before and after the service with namaste bows, elbow bumps, handshakes, or hugs. We welcome you to socialize on the patio after the service, and please visit our bookstore.
Our campus is open for on-site classes and groups. Masks must be worn indoors at Unity. Please wear your mask properly over your nose and below your chin. Masking outdoors is optional.
We have several activities to highlight this week. Do you like playing games? Yes. Engage your imagination and play a game that can guide your future. Join Cat Hill for a workshop as we play the What If game.
Use the power of your imagination to dream, write, share, and collaborate. In a playful workshop designed to help you jumpstart your imagination and inspire you to ask and answer what if.
It's on site Sunday, January 30th. There are only a few slots left, so if you're interested, please sign up in the bookstore or on the website.
Would you like to experience a more joyful heart, happier relationships, improve your sleep and digestion? These are all potential benefits awaiting you throughout meditation practice. Join psychotherapist and trained facilitator Brinley and Andre Stern on Saturday, February 5th for a half-day in-person mindfulness meditation retreat with special emphasis on developing self-care and self-compassion.
We will meet in the sanctuary and also use our outdoor space as weather permits. You're encouraged to bring your meditation cushion, yoga mats, a blanket as you wish. No need to sign up. Everyone is welcomed, and a love offering will be collected.
We all know the phrase, out with the old, in with the new. That applies to energy as well. In this new year, let's clean out the old, stagnant, and negative energies of the past and call in blessings of new energies.
Join us for a fun, creative, hands-on workshop called New Year, New Energy. Learn from Holly Million, the shaman artist, about ancient shamanic techniques for cleaning non-beneficial energies from people, places, and things, and calling in beneficial energies.
The workshop is on site Sunday, February 6th. Please register in our bookstore or on our website.
Would you like to learn more about Unity beliefs, principles, and history?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Join Reverend Kristen for Unity Basics class starting Thursday, February 10th. It's in the sanctuary. It's open to everyone. All 3 sessions are required to become a member.
Yeah, we love it. Due to the current COVID surges this year, the crab feed is canceled. Please save the date, though, for our fall fundraiser on October 22nd, and stay tuned for more fundraisers and events coming soon.
See our website for a full listing for all our events in person and online. If you're not receiving our weekly e-news, use the connection card or on the Watch Live page to sign up.
You are invited to join us for a noon meditation. We meet in person and on Zoom Monday through Thursday. Take a midday break from doing to practice being.
It's a great way to connect with Spirit, practice mindfulness, pray for others on the Unity's prayer list. So join us to reinvigorate your faith and add to the power of our affirmative prayer. As we prepare for a time of meditation, please join me in taking a conscious breath and affirming our statement of faith. Together, there is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life, the all-loving goodness of God.
We begin with music, followed by guided meditation and silence.
Finding that place within us where we feel at one, at peace. Let's take a moment to center there with a nice big breath. Breathing in and letting it all out, all the worries, concerns, tension. When you think it's all gone, take one more exhale. And then breathing in that life breath of spirit once again. Here I am, God, a vessel to be emptied and filled again, to serve in this world in whatever ways I am called, and to refill with self-love, compassion, and kindness. And I become more accessible with every breath that I breathe, consciously opening my heart, my mind, my body. To be the sacred vessel for the one true Spirit that sees and knows and imagines what can be. This time of meditation, we hone our receiving skills. And we receive all the gifts that come. Greater peace. An awareness of the abundance of love that pours through our hearts. Gratitude for all that we are and all that we have. And insight and guidance. For what is ours to be and do. But first, let us rest here in the beingness as open vessels to receive God's good in the silence. So whatever has been received in this silent time is a gift, consciously or unconsciously. The insights, the guidance, the peace, the healing that come now and in the days to come. Where we gave to ourselves the sacred silence. And we amplified the blessing by sitting together in community. And we send it out now to the world as healing light and love. That wherever there are a sense of broken hearts or troubled minds, wherever there's a sense of chaos or confusion in bodies and minds and hearts and relationships, let there now be light and love streaming forth, clearing the way, and allowing each one of us, like a shiny, clear jewel, to shine our light more brightly, inspiring another and another, until the whole world is awakened together. And so it is.
Here I am, a vessel to be used. Whatever spirit needs of me, I will be, I will be, I will be.
Love breathes through me. Love breathes through me. Love breathes through everyone and breathes through me. Love breathes through me. Love breathes through me. Love breathes through everyone and breathes through me. I breathe the earth, the sun, the skies, and then the night, your starry eyes. In our breath, creation sighs.
The breath that draws my gaze within and gently flows outside again. The breath of love that we live in.
Love breathes to me. Love breathes to me. Love breathes to everyone and breathes to me. And when the world's too much for me and all my fears feel unrelieved, I feel peace in air I breathe.
The temple bells, the oceans roar, our spirits with each other soar. The God of love comes back for more.
I am divine, I know it. I am pure love, I know it. Because God breathes love into me.
We are of love's creation, our breath is love's elation. Love is all that we can be. Love breathes through me. Love breathes through me. Love breathes through everyone and breathes through me. Love breathes through me. Love breathes through me. Love breathes through everyone and breathes through me.
Well, I know our music directors, Lisa and Tyler, are missing the live music, and we love the live music, but wow, these videos are phenomenal, really. You all feel the inspiration from them? Yeah. Thank you for all that good work that you did during the last couple years, so we have that to draw upon right now. Oh my, Charles and Myrtle Fillmore are in the house. They are our co-founders, if you're not aware, and their presence has been invoked, and yeah, it's here. So, about at the turn of the 20th century, I want to take us back to that, to our roots, to our foundation, to that place that we go when we need a little extra grounding and centering. You know how that is? Like you go home when you need to feel that sense of familiarity. It's that for us now as we start this little mini series this week on healing and next week on prosperity, these sort of foundational pillars of our movement. So back to that beginning. So the turn of the 20th century was a time when there was awakening going on, when there was an excitement about emerging ideas, some of them ideas that have been around for thousands of years, but a convergence and a coming together in a whole new way, that there was passion and excitement among groups of people that were talking about the power that we have within us to heal ourselves. And they came together to talk about it, to discuss it, to learn from each other, and to practice. Amongst those folks that were gathering at that time were Charles and Myrtle Fillmore. They were a married couple already at this time. Well, at the very beginning, they were not, actually, when they first met in one of these groups, but fairly soon after they became a married couple. And as they were students, they were often one of their key teachers, and many of these folks, key teachers, was Emma Curtis Hopkins, who came out of the Christian Science tradition. There were other teachers too, and so Myrtle, who had brought with her or was carrying with her this constant condition of sickliness, had been pretty much that way throughout her life. She had dealt with illnesses and just sort of muddled through the symptoms and accepted her lot in life, as we do, right? She was told that she inherited illness. She had no other context and to understand that and to believe that that was true, that she had inherited illness, and so this just was what she had to deal with, right? But then one day, she and Charles were at one of these lectures, this one by Eugene B. Weeks, and he said something that just rang true in her heart. It just hit at the right time, like it does sometimes for us when a message comes through. We're just in truly the right place at the right time, right? Not only physically, but in that kind of spiritual right place that it lands for us. And what she heard was this: you are a child of God, and therefore you cannot inherit illness. Yeah, game changer, right? So when this was received, it was like, oh, that changes everything, doesn't it? But you see, it's not enough to just receive the message. We know this, right? It's exciting when we do, and in that moment we can be really electrified with that news, that resonates deep in our soul is, that's the truth. I've been living in the untruth for all these years. That's the truth. But knowing the truth or hearing the truth is one step and only one step. Believing it's possible is another, but it's acting upon it that's the key. It's practicing, stepping into it, embodying it, allowing it, doing the work. And that's what Myrtle did with this new information. She did not stop with just the belief. And she did it by sitting in meditation and very diligently and frequently and maybe for long periods and really scanning her body, very much like we've been practicing in Brenley's mindfulness class this week and in noon meditation, we've been doing body scans. And so in her meditation, she would scan the body and she would go to every body part, every organ, the tissues, the muscles, the bones, and bless her body. She would give thanks. She would talk about the energy of her liver, and she would say this, the energy is vital and strong, and she would ask for forgiveness if there was any way in which she might have misused any part of her body, or maybe seen it in a way that was less than whole. And so she did this blessing and gratitude and forgiveness and awareness kind of practice throughout her whole body, over and over again, until she experienced for the first time in her life complete wholeness. And then she continued the practice. Now, Charles was a little bit more the skeptical businessman. So he just kind of watched with interest. And then as he saw her starting to have results, he thought, well, maybe I'll try that too. He had his own ailments. He had a short leg. He wore a brace since he was a young boy when he had an accident, and I think an illness related to it as well. And he actually, in his adult state of meditation, was able to grow his leg to the point that he no longer needed the brace. Pretty incredible, right? It's based on this idea, right, that we are alive. We have alive cells. We have vital cells. And as we pour that healing love in a conscious way into those places in our bodies and in our minds, they can renew themselves. They can grow and heal in ways that serve us best. So, with this, Unity was essentially born. They began to dedicate themselves to these spiritual principles and to work them, and they were beyond bodily healing. It included bodily healing, obviously, but Myrtle's focus in her ministry was really healing in all of its aspects, in all the ways that we can heal our lives, right? And bring forth a sense of divine love. She really was the mother of Unity, not only in title as a founder, but also in the way that she showed up for people as a wise and loving spiritual teacher. And so one of the things that she did in her ministry was she personally answered thousands of letters. She got letters from people all over the country and beyond who were asking for some guidance, some clarification, some understanding of the teachings, how to apply them to problems in their lives. And she very patiently and consciously would answer all these letters. They're excerpted in a book called Myrtle Fillmore's Healing Letters. And Tyler checked between services and told me there's 3 copies in the bookstore if anybody's interested. But I'm drawing a little bit from these letters. In this one, she responds to the very question of, how did you restore yourself essentially to vigorous health? And she answers this way: I applied spiritual laws effectively, blessing my body temple until it manifested the innate health of spirit. These wonderful laws will work for you too when you apply them diligently and with faith. So even in times of perfect health and wholeness, we can be blessed by these kinds of practices, right? Because in those times of health and wholeness, we just raise up what is here. So where we feel good, we can really put the energy into that affirmation of vitality, of wholeness, of of energy, of shiny, bright light that we are, right? All those things come forth. And of course, and we still get all the benefits from that. And of course, then in times of illness or in times of difficulty, we can also use these practices. Now, first, there might be, let's say we get a very difficult diagnosis, a challenging thing to take in. And so there might be feelings of fear. There are other feelings that we need to process, right? To honor our humanity. It's important that we don't just skip over or try to push through, but to be with what is here. And then not to get lost in that, not to wallow in that, right? But then to step in and to really do the work, to begin to work the spiritual principles of healing and love. To get busy while we remember and reach back into our roots. So, one thing is to not allow the idea that you are diseased to enter your mind. You may have a temporary condition. You don't have to deny the reality. The doctor's telling you, you feel symptoms. I have a temporary condition. But that's the key word, isn't it? There is a temporary condition in my life right now, and I'm doing the work to heal from this. I'm doing we could even say to ourselves that this is showing up, and I know that I have within me the power of divine love that can heal all things, that nothing is impossible. So raising the possibility there, and if you can't get there because you're too bogged down with the feelings you're going through, find people that can hold that vibration for you. Seek out a prayer chaplain. Have them lift you up in consciousness through affirmative words and to hold that space for you. Put yourself on our prayer list. You'll be prayed for, for 30 days here at Unity of Walnut Creek, and then we send it on to Silent Unity. Call Silent Unity. 1-800-NOW-PRAY, really easy to remember, and have our prayer partners at Silent Unity hold that kind of space for you that you can step into. So when we say, I am not diseased, it's not a denial of a condition. It's just this allowing ourselves to work with what we have on every level. It's a literal understanding of holistic healing is, that it's all of it that we take in, right? The physical, the mental, the emotional, the spiritual. We're firing on all levels. We're working with all things. We don't have to say, oh, science is over there and spirituality is over there. Why can't they be a both and? Why can't they work together? They certainly can and do. Charles and Myrtle were very much supporters of science, and so they would not have told somebody, oh, don't go to the doctor, or don't do this, or don't do that, but that you have the wisdom within you to know what is best for you. Follow that. Medicine was far less advanced back then, too. So today, part of the reason I think maybe we've gotten a little lax with our ability to heal ourselves is because there's a little magic pain pill for just about everything, isn't there? And surgery has become much more successful. And so just not to say that we can't and won't choose those things, but let's not forget the power that we have within us to draw forth from our faith, from the divine love that is in us that can really accelerate our healing in every way, on every level of being. So we really have it all. Everything is available to us, and these things can work hand in hand with one another: science, medicine, spiritual healing, and spiritual practices. But maybe for many of us, we just need to brush up on our spirituality, return to our roots, and begin to practice once again, or infuse our current practice with this kind of practice as well. So what to do when a health issue arises? I would say listen, right? Listen to the experts. Listen to your own being. And know that your soul knows. Ask your soul, what serves the best way now? What serves me in the best way now? What approaches serve my soul, my body, my mind, my whole being? And then follow that. Act upon that. And then keep listening, acting, practicing. So disease is literally dis-ease, right? We all know that, right? There's a sense of dis-ease somewhere often in the mind that is uncomfortable or off-center or limited in some way. And so it's there that we want to go to those roots of the issue of dis-ease and help kind of suss it out. What's going on inside of me? What are some of the habits and practices of mind and body outside in the everyday world that might be contributing to my dis-ease that might show up as illness in some way? So I want to invite us into a practice, a spiritual health treatment. This is inspired by one of Myrtle Fillmore's healing letters. I've taken a lot of poetic license, but it's got some of the nuggets that she offers. And so I want to invite you into a spiritual health treatment if you'd like to participate. You may wish to close your eyes. It's basically just a meditative practice. And just taking a few moments to bring your attention to what's present here in your being. To know that we are starting fresh, so we can set aside everything from the past in this moment. Any past mistakes, whatever it is that we think might have contributed to anything that we're dealing with right now. And if we find that somehow shame or guilt find their way in, let's just be aware that they're here and trust that they will dissipate as we continue our practice. I invite you now to fix your undivided attention upon the divine, knowing this divine presence and power is within you. And just feeling into that presence that is right here, filling your heart. And in this space, we prayerfully consider any habits that we have right now, that we're just, any habits related to our health. They can be habits we might label healthy or unhealthy, it doesn't matter. Just let whatever comes first, a habit of health. And if it's something that you would consider unhealthy, we're not judging, we're just allowing and looking, seeing what's here. Better understanding the purpose of this habit. What is the purpose of this habit I have around my health? And is this habit aligned with divine wholeness? Again, we're not fixing or judging, just looking, noticing, allowing. Consider if you've been worrying or fearing anything. And again, just being present to what is. And in any of these places, you can then bring your attention once again to the heart center, fixing your undivided attention on divine love. And now consider if there's anything in the past that's continuing a disturbing influence. Some past belief or habit, thought. And if anything arises here, let's just know this truth that my past does not define me. My past does not define me. I choose again and am transformed by the renewing of my mind. And I invite you to let these words be the truth of your own heart. I am whole and well in body, mind, and spirit. All is well in this moment. With God, anything is possible. I allow the healing tonic of divine love to pour through my being, healing whatever needs to be healed. And so it is. You can continue this practice in any way that serves you. A similar kind of idea of scanning the body, asking the questions, sussing out the dis-ease, and then moving into affirmative truth. Myrtle said that we need to more often think of the body as a temple of divine love. Just changing how you think of your body from a body, right? That is here to be used, that is here to serve, that is, so on, the way that we might often think of our bodies, to stepping into the idea that my body is a temple of divine love. When we shift into that place, it automatically brings a sense of reverence and then inspires us to care for our bodies, doesn't it? This is a place that houses divine love. We could think of the mind as a jewel, and that when we do these practices, we're cleansing that jewel. Over time, that jewel gets a little cloudy, right? A little smudged by overuse or misuse or abuse. And so as we meditate, it's like feng shui for the body, temple, and the mind. The jewel gets cleaned up and clarified once again. The body gets restored and also clarified, and it releases the things that we don't need. It gets renewed. We can also heal our hearts and our relationships through these spiritual practices. I know a lot of us are experiencing feelings of weariness. Anybody around this pandemic? Yeah, had enough. Had enough of the seeming divisiveness of ideologies and politics and and so on, right? And yet we can find yet another helpful tonic from Myrtle Fillmore's healing letters on this topic. She wasn't necessarily addressing the pandemic or ideologies. She was addressing, in this particular letter, differences of ideology around religion, but it's just as applicable. She says this: we find if you love folks and live happily among them, they will love you. If you don't try to change them or to give them what they have no knowledge of wanting, they will not show resistance or resentment. Isn't that brilliant? If you do not in your attitude or inference show disapproval of their beliefs or their ways, they will tear down their walls of opposition and indifference, and after a while, they'll show interest in what you have. Let the truth in you stand for itself. the day will come when all adverse states of mind will give way to the light of truth. Have the poise to keep still when unbelief is talking. I just want to keep saying that one because I love it so much. Pray for understanding for yourself. Also important, right? Get all your powers awake and working in harmony with the Christ pattern. You will be busy enough without bothering about what others are doing. Yeah. Let's all carry that one around in our pockets. So as we do this inner work, it benefits not just us, but all of humanity, all of life, right? We know these truths, and we can come back to them again and again, and if nothing else, know that it is of service to the world when we take care of ourselves in this way, when we take care of our consciousness in this way, cleaning up that shiny gem of a mind that we have, restoring that temple of divine love that we have. The beloved Vietnamese monk, Thich Nhat Hanh, we want to honor him today, his life, his message, his work in the world. He made his transition yesterday, if you didn't know. He said this, he summarized why we come to earth in this one sentence. One of the things that Thich Nhat Hanh was so great at is these little pithy, straight to the heart statements. We are here to awaken from the illusion of our separateness. Yeah, amen, right? The feelings of separation that we tend to have can be exasperated by disagreement and contrast and dis-ease. But guess what? That's what we signed up for. We may not remember that way back when we were a little, germ of an idea, divine idea to come into this world. But it is a part of being in Earth School. That contrast and disagreement and dis-ease are here as a blessing for us to learn from. It's an opportunity to say yes, to step in, to grow, to heal. Like Maya Angelou, another great spiritual teacher, would say, when anything happens to you, say thank you. Right? She just got a quarter this week. Did you hear that? She's on the quarter, the U.S. quarter. Yeah. So the pandemic has been this constant teacher for us, I think, of this fact that Thich Nhat Hanh brings to light, that we are not separate, that it is an illusion that we are separate, that we are always connected, and the choices that we make affect one another, have an impact on each other. So we can't only just ask the question that we're supposed to take care of each other. We'll get there. I believe we will, don't you? We must believe we will. We must know we will, and then we do our part. We do the best to do our part, to do not only what serves our soul, but what Tutu recently, now Thich Nhat Hanh. And then it begs the question, well, who's going to lead us now, right? And of course, we know the answer to that, right? We are the ones. Neil Volley said that Myrtle Fillmore was the torch bearer to light the way. Well, the torch has been passed. I'll let you know that they're with you. And as I was remembering that dream, Charles and Myrtle came into the meditation, and they said that we're here with you, not just with me, with us. And they said that we don't walk in front of you, we push you from behind. That's what I mean by their presence is in the house. And in this house. East and west and, well, north and south, I suppose, too, right? But just all these ideas that we're excited about. But when we go back to our roots, we touch that energy again. And we remember, I'm part of something. I'm part of something that is based on a foundation that we can heal anything that needs to be healed in our bodies, in our minds, in our relationships, in our world. That is no small truth to take in, is it? To know that I can be a healer by simple practices and remembrances of something that called me long ago, or maybe today for the first time. So, we are the ones. The torch has been passed. So let's let these constant opportunities of life that keep on coming whole and well in every way. Let's finally tear down the walls of separation and heal our bodies, our minds, and relationships with the tonic of divine love. We have plenty of it, and it is ever flowing like a fountain. Let's know this truth, speak it and hold it and live it throughout our week and beyond. Together, I restore my body temple, mind, and relations with the tonic of divine love. And so it is.
Thank you, Kristen, for really keeping these teachings and these truths alive and bringing them. And I was contemplating whether maybe we should get a myrtle tattoo. A quote. Our prayer chaplains are available after the service to provide personal prayer support. I got a new one too, to be fair. I'm not picking on her. If you are a prayer chaplain serving today, please stand. Our prayer chaplains wear the purple stoles.
Whether you have a joy or concern in your heart today, praying with our prayer chaplains is a powerful opportunity to have your intentions raised up in consciousness.
Now let's open our hearts to the practice of giving. I invite you to prepare your gifts as we align with the universal law of circulation. As we give, we shall receive. In truth, there is no lack or limitation. Abundance is our true nature.
For your convenience, there are a variety of ways to financially give to this community. In addition to checks and cash, you may download the Give, G-Y-V-E app. Use the credit debit card envelopes provided on the clipboards in the back of each chair, or set up a billing payment through your bank. Those of you at home may click on the donate button on the Watch Live page.
I invite you to take your tithe or offering in your hand and repeat our affirmation with me together. Divine love, one with me, blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. I am joy-filled and grateful.
In the land of I am more than I have been. I am more than I will be. I am all that I am. be. I am all that I am. In the land of I am more than I have been. I am more than I will be. I am all that I am. Been robbed and displaced, abused and disgraced. We've been robbed and displaced. We've been abused and disgraced. Been lied to, but lies can be seen through in the land. You can't fall from grace in the land. There's more than enough in the land. There's more than enough in the land. Always at home, always at home, always at home, always at home, always at home. In the land of I am more than I have been. I am more than I will be. I am all that I am. In the land of I am more than I have been. I am more than I will be. I am all that I am. In the land of I am more than I have been. I am more than I will be. I am all that I am. In the land of I am more than I have been. I am more than I will be. I am all that I am. In the land of I am more than I have been. I am more than I will be. I am all that I am. In the land of I am more than I have been. I am more than I will be. I am all that I am. In the land of I am more than I have been. I am more than I will be. I am all that I am. In the land of I am more than I have been. I am more than I will be. I am all that I am.
I love that final nod, like, this is it, land of I am. Well, let's stay in that land of I am. Let's carry it with us. Let's be it in the world. Let's give it over to the earth. Let's know the truth of this I am that I am. The divine of our being made manifest through us and as us in every word, in every action, in every movement upon the earth. Healing whatever needs to be healed. Let's bless our offering together. We give thanks for the ever-increasing, constant flow of absolute good in our lives now. Someday soon, we will have our children coming in for their blessing in person, but for now, we're going to send it over their way. Together, children, youth, and teachers, we love you, we bless you, we appreciate you, and we behold the divine light within you. If you want to follow along with some sign language, I'm always standing to parallel with you to learn this one, but invite you to do that as we speak together our prayer of protection. The light of God surrounds us. I am light. The love of God enfolds us. I am love. The power of God protects us. I am power. The presence of God watches over us. I am presence. Wherever we are, God is. I am divine. Carrie will be proud. You are the light and the love and the peace on earth right now, the healing on earth right now. So let your light shine, have fun, and spread joy.